Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rokakadash. Double honors, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, beloved. Sincerity and truth with humiliation all across the four winds. To you I salute. This is the brother Zai one back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. And what inspired me to do this lesson, I saw this picture of this lady. You can see she's a Jake. Basically she's a Jake. And as you see here it says, woman gets her man who is in prison tattooed on her face. I don't know why people just like to do this shit. To say they love their man. They go to that extent and tattoo his face on your body, on your face. This is insane. All right, they wise to do evil, to do good. The scriptures say they ain't got no knowledge. All right, you tattooed your man picture on your face. This is absurd. All right, and the scriptures is against this. This is Leviticus 19 and 28. You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh. All right, for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. You see that? You aren't supposed to make any cutting in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. All right. Okay. Now let's get one or two different translations to make it more clear. All right. The BSB. You must not make any cuts in your bodies for the dead, or put tattoo marks on yourself. I am the Lord. Okay. You see that? ISV. You are not to make incisions in your flesh or on account of the dead, nor submit to cuts or tattoos. I am the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, the scripture say, "Be holy, for I am holy." All right, let me see if I can get that. Let me see if I can get that. Holy means set apart. All right, because guess what? The Lord's based on anti-heathen behavior. All right, and our people, they wicked as shit. They just do the most weirdest set of shit. All right, this is Leviticus 11:45. For I am the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai that bring you up out of the land of Egypt to be your power. You shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. That's what holy meant. Sacred, holy, set apart. We supposed to be set apart from these other nations. All right? Because when you go into the history of it, check this out. Let's go, all right, into history of Leviticus 19 and 28. It says, the eye overview. Leviticus 19:28 in the Old Testament address various laws and ethical principles, particularly concerning social justice, purity, and avoidance of pagan practices. All right, that's something what the heathens do. Anti-heathen behavior. All right, those are Canaanites and these other nations. You know. All right, Leviticus 19:28 specifically prohibits cutting the flesh of for the dead and tattooing oneself. It prohibits it. So all our people were like these tattoo and shit, but the violation of the scriptures. All right, okay, but a lot of brothers came in. Already was they was tattooed before they came in. And what I mean, and I know a lot of brothers wish um if they had known better back then they wouldn't have, engage in certain stuff. But let's see there or there, you know what I mean? But to Wadi Bashim Shai, now that you know better, or you modifying your members and hey, to Wadi Bashim Shai for the knowledge, you know. It says these practices were associated with mourning rituals and pagan worship in the ancient Near East. And Yahweh commanded the Israelites to abstain from them. The Lord commanded us to abstain from these shit. Leviticus 19:28. This verse is a key part of the Mosaic law, which governed the Israelites under the covenant with Yahweh. No cutting for the dead, The prohibition against cutting the flesh for the dead was a direct rejection of pagan practices where people should ritually cut themselves to show grief or honor the deceased. No tattoo mark, simply the prohibit, prohibition against tattoos was a rejection of pagan practices. That's pagan, where people would mark themselves with symbols or inscription as part of religious or social rituals. Context, context of prohibition in Leviticus 19 and 28 is understood to be a way for Yahweh to separate the Israelites, be holy. I just brought it out, from the practices of other nations and to establish their own unique identity as God's chosen people. You see that? You see how powerful that is? All right. Significance. The laws in Leviticus 19 and 28, including the prohibition against tattoos, highlights God's concern for both social injustice and spiritual purity among his people. All right. Social justice. Leviticus 19 includes laws about treating the poor and the needy, protecting the vulnerable, and ensuring fairness in business practices. Spiritual purity. All right. Leviticus 19 also sets out laws related to cleanliness. All right. Um, you know that saying in the world I was saying I uttered it this morning. Cleanliness next to godly this. All right. Guess what? We a clean people. Be therefore holy because I am holy. Set apart. Dietary restrictions. People health is horrible because guess what? They diet is bad. An avoidance of pagan practices, even to keep the Israelites holy and separate from the world around them. All right. You see that? Okay? While the laws in Leviticus are a part of the Mosaic covenant, which is no longer binding on Christians. Some all right. Some interpret the prohibitions in Leviticus 19:20 as a general warning against self-harm and practices associated with pagan rituals, rather than a literal prohibition against tattoos for all people. Because the laws was given to us. All right, the laws is given to us. All right, there you have it, the AI overview. All right, we supposed to be set apart from other people. I can read it again. Leviticus 11 and 45. For I am the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt to be your power. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. Okay, so they start to shit. Hey, the scriptures is against this shit. And you doing this on your face, you know. Most High is against this play. You know. See how people don't know these things, you know. How people don't know these things. All right. Yeah, your husband is your man, your Lord. But hey, the scriptures is against tattoos, having these shit. All right. You don't have to do that to say you love your man. All right. Tattoo him on your face. His face on your face. No, you know. But that's just how wicked our people is. They wise to do evil, to do good. They have no knowledge. Let me let me see if I can get that precept. I think it's in Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah 4 and 22, it says, "For my people is foolish." You see that? The Lord calling people foolish. They have not known me. You all right? How you get to know Yahweh Shema Shai by reading this book and understand these precepts, you know, okay? And the Lord set up men to teach you. All right, the lips of the righteous shall teach many. They are sort as children. They have none understanding. They have no understanding. They are wise to do evil. Evil is some bad things. But to do good, they ain't have no knowledge. They ain't have no knowledge. And that's why women would like to do this. I see another celebrity, you know, do that shit, same shit too. You know, our people is wicked, man. But I like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodas. Yeah, man, Shalom.